Hello everybody, I'm AlMadRight, and welcome to me playing Minecraft at nearly 6 a.m. because I'm wild and crazy like that. This is one of my private worlds. You know, I just like to come on Minecraft and build, and while a lot of my experiments never do see the light of day, I figured, why the heck not do it this once and show people how incredibly obsessive I am. I can see right through you. So, you can see I've got a little town here with my stats and ratings and whatnot. This is a part of a little Civ-like game that I wanted to make for people to play, but of course I have no friends and no one actually wants to play these games I make up. But, whatever. Doesn't stop me from building. If you should hear something meowing in the background, it's because I'm taking care of some kittens. Oh, what button was it? I always forget how to do that. So this is one little town I made up all the way over here. And there's another by spawn. Which is in a that-ish sort of direction. And of course none of the world is loading in because I'm on camera and the camera hates me. Oh, well there's... Yeah, this is the spawn town. So this is way back from when I started this and was actually going to record all of it as part of a game way back when, but it didn't happen, and yeah, I did some stuff. And I'm so dang tired of my dang sheep getting out their dang pen. So I have stats for every building, what the building actually does and what it's actually there for, and what it would do in case of, competition with other places and with other people. I didn't cheat anything in, but as you well know, because Minecraft is sort of limited with what it can do without you cheating in it, I'm kinda light on a few things. Like there's a village that doesn't have beds because that particular biome didn't have sheep in it. And so on and so forth. Industry, population cap, defense, culture, I took all of this into account, and this was going to be my first, oh, hey, look, this is an example of what you can do in your own game. And then you can go from there and make things your own way, and we'll judge how that works later on. I've got a stone pillar monument and several different kinds of farms, which makes me very industrial. Agrarian industry is a multi-billion-dollar adventure, I'll have you know. The spawn monument, which I get because this is the town where you spawn in. At the time I built the monument, this one block here was the spawn, and then I built a monument around it. This whole series was going to come around Christmas one year, and this I did cheat in, because, you know, glowstone. I've got a fountain over there, but I like making fountains, so I decided to nerf that and not actually give it any stats compared to the rest of it. Little fishing shack, you get some industry, you get some food. And this is a trade route, which I was going to explain how that worked, but then I realized that a lot of these NCP villages were too far away to be bothered with. But here is where I was actually going to explain alpacas and caravans to people by using these simple tutorials that I have placed around. And I believe if I follow the river here, well, I'll find a dungeon first of all. There's a dungeon over there. And this should be the other city, or not. I can't tell because it won't freaking load. And this is Minecraft, people. This is Minecraft. I can't play anything and actually record it because this is how Minecraft works. Where did I put that other village? Like, I wanted every village I made here to be distinct and different and have just that bit of flair, so they all have their own monuments, their own economies, and so on. And this town I'm looking for actually has like a bank, because when I made one of the mines that sustains the economy, I actually found an abandoned mine shaft. And that, of course, led to a lot of treasure, which I felt needed to have its own special little place. Is this it? No. It would be so much easier if the RAM would keep up with my computer. It's around here somewhere. I'll stumble onto it. See, this was the whole point of it, though. I wanted them kind of far away from each other so that it would be believable that this entire community grew up without this one thing that everybody else has, and thus they had to do their economy differently. Well, that's not it. Oh boy. As you can tell, I don't script or rehearse anything, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, brother. I swear when I built the other village, I'm just like, hey, I'll follow the river. That'll make it easy to find. And then when I try to look for it, I can't find it. Let's players curse. Let's players curse everywhere. I swear it's around here somewhere. In this valley here. Nope. Over this mountain range here. Of course not. Let's just build one. Ah, here it is. Yep. This is my militaristic town, or at least it will be when it properly loads in. It has a fishing shack and another storage pit, except this one is much larger because it has more people in it and it needs to carry more stuff for the people. Of course, this one has stone towers because military defense is much more prevalent in a town that has a stronger military presence. These towns also have slightly decorative touches on their buildings. And of course, no military-esque thing is any good without an obelisk monument, because the Egyptians did that, and now you don't do it unless you don't want to be authentic about it. Like I said, there's a mine shaft down there, and I found some watermelon. And of course, this is the only watermelon farm on the whole map, because it's the only place that has watermelon. And again, my darn sheep got out of my darn pen, and I don't understand how, and it's annoying, and I'm probably going to kill that sheep at some point. I've got a pumpkin patch, a church. I'm not sure I spelled that correctly, but faith would be another type of combat, or just another stat or something. I'd figure that out if anybody actually wanted to play. The thing I'm proud of, the bell tower. I was actually really into watching somebody let's play a game, and they had bell towers. So I made one. It looks like crap, but it does have a ding noise on it, so it counts. What are you trying to do? My roommate hasn't made up her mind about where she's going to put her kittens. Yeah, nothing says we are a frightening militaristic nation that's going to conquer all the world like a chimey bell noise. Know thy fear. So this is a barracks, which gives you more defensive capabilities. An archery range down here, and like a half-finished forge in this area, where the one in the spawn city was all out in the open. This entire building is made of rock, so it's not in danger of burning down, so I could put this one inside. As you can see, they have pine wood here. It's not what they call it. You've been playing this game for years. You should know what they call it by now. But pine wood, you get the point. And all of the other buildings are made with stone, because stone's actually easier to find. Because this place has 2 huge mining complexes. And when I say huge, I mean actually quite small by player comparison. This is the one that's got the mine shaft in it, I believe. Like, it's down here somewhere, I'm fairly certain. Yeah, there it is. So I went through here piece by piece and gathered up materials, and I'm like, woohoo, rich stuff to make things with. And then I sort of got bored playing miner and went off and built the other town that you saw me building. So I guess really not much else to do either than, other than, either than. Yes, if you say either when you mean other, you might be a confused blonde who's doing stuff on YouTube at 6 in the morning. Oof. And of course, there's another mine here. I suppose there's nothing else to do but show you how I'd actually build one of these towns. These are all, of course, very small towns, mostly because, well, I'm lazy and get bored quickly. So, let's find a place to put a new town, shall we? Oh, yeah, for the sake of authenticity. I suppose I should find a place to put all this other crap, because having crap from another village is not allowed. You know what? I'll just dump this crap in a chest back here, and then... you know, we'll just get on with it. Here, this chest is completely empty. And then we'll fly a piece of ways down the road a piece. Yeehaw and so forth. Oh, is that the road to the other place? No, that's back to spawn. Like, I seriously didn't realize how close these places were. Well, you can't complain that I'm not being entertaining, because entertaining isn't my strong suit. You know that. You knew that before you clicked onto this video. And it's 6 in the morning and I've been going through a weird emotional state. Hi, Mother Cat. Nice to see you. Could you not tear up my door, please? And then she shook her head no and then proceeded to try and clear up my door. Well, you've got to admit, at least she's honest. I shall start my city here, and I shall build it upon the foundation of rock and roll. And of course, the closer I get to the point I actually want to start building at, it's going to disappear, because that's how my luck works. So, as you can tell, there are pigs and cows here, but unfortunately, you can't raise pigs without finding potatoes. Granted, you could just kill the pigs for their food, which is a thing you can do, but you don't want to do that here because you need a farm to continuously produce food in order for it to count for something. Now, what was the darn command again? Great, best time ever. I suppose this is far enough away. See, I don't like it when things like this go wrong because I always want to do it in a very specific, grandiose fashion, and it never works out that way. I want to have a grand city center and